Hi guys and welcome back to Walter Mike. It's Wednesday, that can only mean one thing, it's off to Eddie Stobart, issue number 58. I sound like the Argos voice, don't I? I sound like that Argos voice, don't I? Order number 2502 to the collection point, please. I just have the voice. Anyway, we are going to be doing issue 58. We do need the chassis that we worked on in a previous issue, and I'll just show you what we're going to be doing in this consignment today. We're going to be doing engine and chassis details. So obviously parts are fitted to the engine and chassis assembly completed in the previous issue, and as you can see, we will be adding various bits and components to the chassis and surrounding engine sections. And then coming up next time, that's obviously how it will look. And coming up next time, we will be doing air tanks, pipes and connectors, parts for 2 air tanks plus a rack tank holders, a filter pipes, connectors and a pipeline. Now, I do recall that I'm still running a week behind, so we will probably do 59 a little bit later in the week. But rest assured, let's get into this lovely issue and let's get going, shall we? So, first things first, I believe my craft knife is in the other room. So we'll have to use these scissors for now. I'm going to try and bypass that because it's going to cut the bag of screws open, but we'll have a look. So I did feel something squashy in here. I think it's, maybe not, but I felt something like squashified. So hope everyone's enjoying the jungle. Oh, that's nice. That's die cast. Yeah, wow. Okay. Oh, bloody bags. So there we go. Not forgetting the package screws that does not want to come out the bag. There we go. Lovely. So these are the parts that we've got here. Various bits and bobs. We've got several screw bags here, and obviously bits and pieces surrounding that. I'm going to move them over to there because we do need to bring in this glorious engine that we worked on in a previous issue. And what we're going to do first things first is we've got a little black section, which I believe, apologies, my magazine does not want to say where it is, but apparently this section here, yeah, that would be the top. So this section here is going to feed onto these two parts here apparently, but we want it so that this little tab is facing up at the back here, so round about there. That's going to feed on here, and very carefully you'll notice that there's a couple of notches for this to link into. So basically we'll have that hooked onto there like that, and then these little pipes are going to basically, I should imagine, sit into there, are they? Yeah, there's two little pipes there, but don't think it's going to let me do it that way, so we'll have to turn it, see if that makes a difference. No? Maybe not. There's two like little ridges. I would have thought that would have gone into that, but I don't think it's going to let me. But that's where it goes. So we're going to have to just screw that in. I think they just rest there. I was just a bit curious because there was like these little ridges. So yeah, lovely. Okay, so that just basically hooks there. They're going to be secured in with PM screws. I don't think we've used them before. DDO ones. So I'm just going to check because we've got various bags here. Hello, we've got a pin. Okay, so we've got a pin, DPO 6 and a DPO 3. We're going to get the DPO 1 there. Lovely. So let me get the screwdriver and we'll screw these in. And that's going to go onto these little parts here. Whoops. That'll sort out in a minute. Just going to reverse that and then screw it back in again. I'm not really one for reverse and all that rubbish. And all that class. I like to just secure it by pressure and get the screw in, rather than reverse and do all of that. Lovely, so that's the first one in. We're going to get another screw in, which is going to go through, I believe, that hole there. Lovely. Sometimes it might need to reverse then. Yeah, when I reversed that, it sort of pushed it through, but as I said, I like to go and drive it home as best as I can. It's a little bit not flush there. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to just reverse that a bit. Maybe I'll have to do the reversing. I'm not a lover of metal screws, I have to say. I'm not going to screw it anymore. I'm happy with that. Just going to turn it on here, just to make sure I can. It's a little bit loose, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's there like so. The next part is we're going to be putting a little segment in, which is this little section here. And that looks like it's going to go on the back of it. But something like, let's have a look here. So it looks like it goes something like that, maybe, or like that, like that. Does it go like that? Yeah. Looks like it goes in like that. I'm just gonna, you know when you get a part where you don't think it's, there we go. So that's clipped in, lovely jubbly, as Del Boy Trotter would say. So it obviously says here again that these two pipes, I was right, they fit into these little things, but it's a little bit of a tight squeeze. Because can you see, it doesn't really, it doesn't go in there. So can you see, I put that down, but for me to get them over there, I'm going to have to push that pipe back. So I'm not entirely sure how I can get that in. Ah, maybe it goes like that. You have to push it in like that. Okay, so we're then gonna, we've got to put this section on, but we've got to pinch these pipes in at the same time. So you sort of have to push it in at the same time, and they slot in like that. Oh, that's groovy. Look at that, baby. Sweet. How very posh. That's gorgeous. I really like that. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So once we've done that, we're then going to move on to the other side here. Just excuse me while I put some more paper in my printer. I'll be a couple of minutes. Okay. Yeah. So these Agora PDFs take so much paper. So yep, lovely. So then we're going to put this section here on, and that's going to go onto these two posts here. The hole is going to go towards the back, so it'll go something like that, I should imagine. Making sure that the hole is at the back. Yeah. Oh, look at that, we've got a screw hole through there. Sweet. Lovely. So that's onto there, and these are going to be secured in with DD03 screws. So I'll get DD03 screws. Let's get them ones. Lovely. It's nice to have a bit of silver on here. It's very difficult to, you know, do while I've got a tripod in the way as well. There we go. If it's loose, it's loose. I'm really not bothered. You know, I'm not a lover of these metal screws. All this palaver about driving in, driving out. I'm just going to tighten this up off camera. I'll be a couple of minutes. Because I can't work on it right on the screen, if you get me, because I need a bit of brute pressure. Just do the other side as well. Yeah, lovely. There we go. So that's all rock solid now. Fantastic, lovely. So that's that section there done. And then once we've done that, again, we're going to put the topper of it on, and it's a push fit cover. So this is the cover here. You got a pin, and that's literally going to sit over the top of there and go in. Oh, a bit loose that. I might put a bit of glue. I mean, there's no reason why that needs to come undone, but I'll leave it there for now. As you can see, it is a little bit loose, but it could be, you know, if we need to take this off for any reason, we need access. I don't think, actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a bit of glue there, because looking at this section here, I can't see any reason why we would need to take this off. If we need to take it off for any reason, I've got an access point here, an access point there, and an access point there to erect that off if need be. I don't like glue. Oh no! Oh, not glue on my red paintwork. Oh no, man. Oh, you little git. Oh no. This is a catastrophe. Oh, crumbs. Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, crap. I wish I wasn't so clumsy. If that dries, it will take the paint off it, but if need be, I'll have to get a replacement. But I just don't want loose connections on there. Right, so that's that section done. Lovely. So moving swiftly on, we are going to be putting a black pipe in somewhere here. So we're going to go back to this side. And we've got this black pipe here, which is going to secure. It goes in a pipe down here. There's a hole here, and it goes into there. So I think this is a push fit. Yeah, that's a really tight fit. And then the other hole goes into there. Again, it's up to you if you want to glue it in. It's entirely up to you. I don't think it needs gluing in. That's gone in absolutely perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. Cool. So that's that section done. And then after that, once obviously we've put the top of the pipe into there, we're then going to move down a smidge, because we've got to put a little bar on. This is the end of the pipe. So somewhere down here, we've got to put, it looks like it goes into there, does it? Ooh. Okay, let's improvise here. Let me have a look. So this pipe, it looks like it goes in. That one's there. This pipe's coming up here. This one looks like it goes in there like that, but it can't, because this other pipe goes right down the back of here and gets plugged under there. No, gets plugged. Oh, blimey. This one goes down. Oh my God, there's a pipe hole there, right? So this hole, this must go squeeze up the back of here somewhere, because it feeds into that hole there. Right. Okay. I'm going to do it back to front, but this pipe goes into there like that. Doesn't go in very well. Trying to figure out where this part goes. Where on earth does this go? Oh, right. Okay, so it just sits the other side of here, but that pipe is supposed to go up here and just rest about there, but then it goes into a hole down the bottom of this. Oh, come on, man. Oh. It doesn't sit in very well. I'm not happy with that. It's right. I'm not happy with that because it doesn't sit right. It's definitely this side, but it has to sit in that hole, but it doesn't. I'm not liking how that's sitting. I want that in further. That ain't going in there. There's no way that is going in that hole. How are we going to get that in there? Oh my God. I hate fiddly bits. Come on, go in. Oh God. Well, the good news is we got it in, but the thing fell off. But as you can see, that's gone all the way in now. There's no damage whatsoever, and we can plug that back on. Lovely. You really need to apply some pressure on that for that to go in. There we go. But at least it's in. So then apparently this thing just feeds up and just sits somewhere up here. But the hole is this looks a bit too long because my pipe is going around there. Why is my pipe like that? This is supposed to be... This ain't supposed to be all the way up here. It's supposed to be... Oh my God. Mine's really high. I have put it in the right hole here, but... Mine is supposed... As you can see in the manual, if we get the manual a minute, I think mine's a little bit too big because... In here, as you can see, the pipe is supposed to sit like literally just about there, but mine seems to be too far up the canal. I mean, it's definitely in the, you know, the right hole that they said to put it in. I've done that, yeah. But for some apparent reason, this is very, it's not supposed to be that far up. So I'm not entirely sure why that's like that, but it's supposed to be a little bit further down than that. Behind the radiator. Well, that would be somewhere down here then. Oh my God. Why is it? I don't get that. It should not be that far up. Unless it was in the right position, but it's an optic illusion maybe. Because when I put it behind there, it sits flush. But then when I think that's a little bit too big. Oh, right. Okay. Hang on. Optic illusion here. There's a hole up here. There's a hole in my pocket. Yeah, look, there's a little hole there. I reckon that slips into there. So why did they show us a picture halfway down? Interesting. But that is the right hole. Yeah, there we go. Mike's figured it out. That it really chucks you off course a bit when they do pictures like that, because you're thinking, well, it doesn't look right. But yeah, brilliant. Okay, so this goes into a little hole at the side of here. Oh, it's going to be a fiddly issue. I think it needs to go a little bit further up. We're going to just give it a bit of a salonge. This is going to be a fiddly git to get in, because I need to hold it, I need to push it and hold it at the same time to get it in, to get it to line up. Just get a C5. Just going to get a bit of the wow on that. It's a very tiny head. Okay, that seems to be connected. Lovely. Whew, I'm sweating like a pig here. Right, so once we've done that, we've screwed that in, and the next section, last but not least, let me just check that mug. Oh, crap. Look at all of that. Oh, man. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, I might have to replace it. It's an easy job just to wreck this off, and then I can... just realised there's a screw there, but that doesn't matter, because I'll tell you what, save £9.99 and I'll touch it up with a bit of paint. There we go. You're not going to notice it too much, but I can't have bits that pop off all the time. I hate push fits. But anyway, so this is die cast. This is quite lovely. So we're going to turn this round. We've got that round. We need that round that way. And this little device with the hole and these two holes at the back, that's going to face around this way, and it's going to link somewhere like that with these two little holes here. This is going to be a fiddly job because we've got I suspect we've got, oh, look at that. That's cool. And I suspect we're going to put screws through that. Yep. But we're going to put a pin through it. But that's the plate. But then we put some pins through it. So it's not going to be a screw. It's going to be this little pin. So, interesting. So these little pins, be very careful with this. You need to put it so that this little, what looks to be some sort of cog on the end, that faces that way. So we want the pin side in here. Okay, so that's going to go all the way through there. That doesn't sit there very well. Oh, crumbs. It's just got to be all lined up, that's all. Once we get the lining up, it doesn't really sit there, it doesn't go any further. To gently push the pin in place so that they are flush. What, so we push the whole of that in, do we, or? Oh, man. Oh, crumbs. So, trouble is, the bigger it gets, the more difficult it is to get everything in place, but... We must have to push that through then. Oh no. It's going to be a fiddly git. Let me try this side for a change. Actually, we'll do this side. I want to get this on. Oh, man, this is... I don't like... As you can tell in my voice, I don't like fiddly parts. See, that's gone all the way through, but it seems to get stuck on this little part here. Oh, right. Okay, that's in perfect alignment. Ah, lovely. And then they said, I think you give it a gentle squeeze or something. So, ah, right. See what happened there? So that plier pushed that pin in. Lovely. So where's the other one gone? Oh, the other one pinged off somewhere, didn't it? Oh man, where's it gone? We've got a pin on the loose, guys. We've got a pin on the loose. Okay, I quite enjoyed putting that pin in. Right, I found the pin, so we now got to do this side now. Very annoyed about that mudguard, but it is what it is. I mean, once you get the wheel on it, you're not going to see it, so that is really lovely. I quite enjoyed that. So again, I'm just going to make sure it's lined up. It's surprising the amount of tools you use in builds. Quite enjoy it. I've collected so many tools over the years, like pliers and all bits and bobs that we need for the builds and that. Come on. Got all bloody ink all over me. Right, I'll see what the problem is. We need to lower that in a bit and go through there. Come on. Oh, Jesus. It's okay putting it in this side. It's when it gets in that middle bar that we have a little bit of a hurdle to overcome. And denting my knee in at the same time because I have to lean on the floor to do this. Once we get it through the other hole, this one's been a little bit of a pain. Yeah, doesn't seem to want to go through the hole. Let me hold that there. We should be able to get that right the way in now. Oh man, it feels like this part needs to shunt over a bit. Oh, why won't it go in, please? Let's try that. Come on. Looks like there's a bit of a shave. I haven't got a file to go down that far. So, oh, God's sake, there's so much delicate parts on this as well. That's the problem. Oh, man. Oh, I don't like fiddly bits. Try and push this in a bit. It's not going to budge, is it? Oh man, just going to take it off camera a bit, see if I can. Right, I see what the problem is. You see that? It's like a little hole there with some gunge or something. Let me get a file. I'm going to try and widen that up a bit with a cocktail stick. Just to push out any shavings or anything. Okay, let's try again. This little pin. That's the bloody wrong end. Oh, bloody hole. Won't go in, will it? See, it goes through there, but won't go through that bloody middle one. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do this off camera because it's just I feel like I need a break from it. So I'll get that pin put in for next time. But that is basically all we have to do in there, as you can see. But I need a break because it's stressing me out a bit. So I'll come back to it later. I'll put the pin in and that'll be the end of this video. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you want to be notified of all the videos. This is the issue coming up next week. But yeah, I need to figure out what is going on with this pin. Can you see it's almost like there's something silver stuck? So I don't know what's causing it, but it's really, really annoying. See, it needs a bit of widening, but I don't have anything to get that on that bit. But anyway, we'll sort that out for next time. That gives me something to do this evening. Take care, guys. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time for Eddie Stobart, issue number 59. Bye, guys.